Okay, guys, good morning again, or good night if you're watching this video on YouTube. What we're going to do in this class, guys, we're going to try to mix all of the method that we have learned to factor, and on the top of that, we're going to solve this quadratic equation. Okay, what is solving an equation is finding the value or value that's going to make one or two equations true. Okay, B, guys, I don't know which number can I substitute or plug into that I can get -3. That is really hard for me, but using what we know, the math skill that we have gotten is going to help us a lot. Okay, the first thing that we can see, guys, is that I need to get 0 in one side of my equation. This -3 is pissing me off. What are we gonna do? Okay, we're gonna copy all of this. And we're gonna move this number to this side. -3 in this side, guys, is gonna be?
Positive.
Thank you, thank you. And I got nothing in this side, that is gonna be 0. Right, okay, let's simplify these two constant terms, right? The numbers, okay, because that is so much. Okay, let's simplify that. 6b squared minus 13b. 3 and 3, guys, makes 6.
6.
Thank you. Okay, this is what we got, guys. Okay, this is now, I can factor this, but before factoring, guys, I'm going to remind you something. You don't need to copy this, okay? It's just a reminder. The first thing that you have to do when you're factoring, guys, you have to take a look if you can factor using the greatest common factor. The second one is the big X method. And the third one, when you cannot use neither the first nor second one, you have to use the trial and error. That's going to be your last chance. Okay? In this case, let's take a try with greatest common factor. Can we use greatest common factor, guys, in these numbers? 6, 13, and 6?
No.
6 and 6, they're common, but 13 is a prime number. Okay, we can't. Okay, let's rule it out. Okay, let's rule this out. What about the big X method? Can we use the big X method?
No.
No, because this first little coefficient is deep.
I know, is the trial error is really large.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, that is the method that I don't like the most, but it's not that difficult. Okay, let's do it all together. Okay, we want to use trial and error. How the trial and error works? Okay, you factor the first term. Okay, and how can you factor 6, guys? We have 3 and 2, and 6 and 1, and we can reverse the order. Okay, let's see with 3 and 2. Okay, we want to give it a shot with 3 and 2. B squared is BV. Can someone tell me how can you factor 6, guys?
3 times 2.
3 times 2. 3 times 2, right? Okay, let's try to do it with 3 times 2.
And I think we don't have 13.
We don't have 13. Okay, let's do it. Okay, thank you, thank you. But we can reverse the order, right? Okay, let's check it. Okay, this and this and this and this. 3 times 2, guys, what do we got out of that? 6, right? 6b. This one. 3 times 2, we get 6. 3 times 2 again. 6.
It's missing 1.
It's missing 1. Excellent. 6 and 6, we can get 12, -12, but never, ever, -13. Okay, 3 and 2, guys, it's not working. Okay, I'm going to erase this 3 and 2, but we can change the order. We have to take a try. 3 and 2, right? Now let's say it with 2 and 3. Okay, we did it with 3 and 2. Now we change it, 2 and 3. You have to take with all the possibilities, guys. That's why this is called trial and error. You're gonna make an error. Take a look that we did. Okay, let's check it now. 2 times 2, guys. What is that? 2 times 2, guys? 4, right? 4. Now, 3 times 3?
9.
9.
What about now? 9 and 4, can we get?
We do have.
Yes, right, but the sign, I need -13, guys. What is going to be the sign?
-9 and 4.
-9 and -4. Okay, because -4 and -9 is -13. Okay, let's put it negative and negative. That's it. Notice something, guys. If you multiply these two numbers, -2 and -3, oh, you get the positive. That means everything is working. Perfect. Okay, let's use the zero product property. What is that? You copy the first expression and you set it equals to 0. You copy the second expressions, 2b minus 3, and you set it equals to 0. Now what do you have to do? Let this variable alone. You need to solve for b. Okay, you're gonna copy 3b. What is pissing you off? It's -2, right? Numbers in one side, variables on the other side. Okay, this is +2. B is alone? isn't it?
No, it's just to, it's gonna be 2/3.
Excellent, excellent. You're amazing, guys. 2/3. Okay, you're great. Okay, 2/3. This is the first one. And what
The
about
other one, the other one is gonna be 3/2.
3/2? Excellent. 3/2. Excellent. Thank you, Astrid. You're so helpful. And these are my solution. You can substitute this into your real expression, and you're going to see that this is actually true. Okay, let's take a look at this. 16d squared equals 4. The first thing, guys, that we notice is that we don't have 0 in one side of my equation. Okay, we're gonna set one side equals to 0. I'm gonna move this positive 4 as -4 equals 0. Okay, now your goal is to factor this. You have to find any method, any ways on how you need to factor this out. Okay, greatest common factor, yes, it's work.
Trial and error.
Trial and error, we don't have 3 terms.
Big X.
Big X, neither.
Let me say so which one?
Which one? Okay, do you remember this?
Trial and error. Positive and negative.
Excellent. That's the difference of squares. I know that it's hard to remember the name, guys, to keep that name on mind, but you know how to solve it. Okay, when we only have 2 terms and you have a subtraction difference of squares, it's because it's a perfect square. Let's see it. How can you factor in equal?
4 times 4.
Okay, 4 times 4, right?
D.
DD. Thank you.
And 2 times 2.
Excellent. Okay, take a look that you know how to do it, but you don't remember the name. You're great. Okay, what about the sign?
Whatever in every side.
Yeah, one is positive, the other is negative, or negative and positive. It's gonna be exactly the same. Okay, this is how we do it, guys. Now let's try to solve that. Okay, let's use the zero product property. That is 4d plus 2 equals 0, and the other one 4d minus 2 equals 0. And let the d alone again. The same idea.
It's gonna be D1 is gonna be 1/2, and D2 is gonna be 1/2.
Oh my gosh. Amazing, amazing. -2. Okay, d is going to be -2/4. Okay, this is right, guys, but we can simplify. 2/4, take a look that we
1/2.
a half, right? A half, thank you. Okay, and what about the other one? Okay, the same idea, 4d. D is -2, guys, on the other side. Okay, it's positive
1/2. 2.
2/4. And finally, 1/2. Thank you, Astrid. Thank you, Astrid. Okay, these are my answers. Let's take a look at example number 3. Again, guys, my goal is to get 0 in one side of my equation. I'm gonna move all the terms along to the left side. Okay, this -3, guys, and this side is gonna be +3, right? Equals 0. Okay, let's simplify this out. Okay, can just copy this, take a look at just copying this. Oh, sorry. 83 plus 3, guys.
86. 86.
-80.
No, it's 80.
Okay, 80. Be careful with that, guys. Be careful. This. -83 plus 3 is going to be -80. Okay, this is my final expression. Okay, guys, again, the order is the greatest common factor, the first one, the second one is big X method, and the third one is trial and error. Can we use the
Greatest.
10, 20, 80? Okay, do we have common factor?
Greatest common factor.
Yes, the greatest
The
common
10.
be 10. Guys, if you don't know how to do it mentally, I'm gonna give you, I think it's gonna be a trick or kind of a hint. Think about a multiplication table that you can generate all of these numbers. Which is the greatest multiplication? 10, right? Okay, that is another idea that you can use. Okay, 10. And now let's put parentheses. Now let's put what is missing. 10 times, can you get 10 at x squared? Just the x squared is excellent. Times 1, okay? We don't copy. 10 times, can you get -20? 10 times 2, right? X minus 10 times, can you get 8? 8. Okay, take a look. That is okay, that's it, guys. Okay, this is my new expression. This 10, guys, that now is pissing me off. I don't want to have numbers. If it is multiplying this side, what is going to be doing on the other side?
Dividing.
Dividing.
Let's move.
So it's going to be 0.
Yeah, 0 divided by 10 is going to be 0. Okay, let's erase it here. Okay, we just move it to the other side. This is what we have to care about. Which method can we use to factor this out?
Big X.
So then we can use the big X method, right? Okay, take a look, that is simpler. Okay, 1 times negative 8.
The 8 and negative 2.
8 negative.
Times 2.
Negative 2, okay? Now, two numbers, guys, that I can get 8. The B is this
4
one.
times 2a and 4 minus
4
2.
and 2.
Excellent, excellent. 4 and 2. What about the sign? I need negative 2.
The both negative. No, one positive, one negative.
The 1 is positive, the 2, and the 4 is negative, because the greater ones must be negative, since the answer is going to still be negative. Okay, negative 4 plus 2, use the calculator, negative 2, the middle term. Okay, it's factor, guys. Okay, x and x is x squared. And now this, okay, negative 4 and positive 2. Okay, let's use that. Someone asked me, Mister, I got lost in this step. Okay, what you have to do in this step, I'm going to repeat it. Once you have factor, you're going to use the zero product property. What is that? You're going to take one at a time. Negative x minus 4 equals 0. Okay, just the first one. Now the second one, x plus 2 equals 0. And what you have to do now? Let the x alone. Okay, solve for x.
So x1 is
Positive 4 negative 2.
Negative 2 and positive 4.
Thank you, both of you. Okay, this one.
The thing is, when you have a number in the X,
That is the different thing, right? That you have to divide and do something else. But in this case, it's just move the numbers to the other side.
And
you have to record.
Okay, let's continue, guys. That was great. Okay, I was bad. Let's try to factor this. Okay, negative x squared to this side plus 16x minus 50. I just copied this negative 2, guys, is pissing us off, and this side is going to be positive 2, 0. Okay, let's simplify the numbers, the constant terms. Okay, x minus, what I'm going to get? Negative 50 plus 2, guys.
48. Negative 48.
Be careful with that, equals 0. Okay, so far, guys, we can use a big X method because we don't have number here, but we have a negative, guys. I don't know how to solve it, guys. That's why, take a look what I'm going to do. Okay, you have already learned this. Okay, I'm going to take negative 1 as a common factor, and I'm going to put parentheses. What happened, guys, when we take negative 1 as a common factor? What do we do with the signs? You remember?
Positive.
we change.
Then we switch the sign, we change the sign, okay, we turn it into the opposite. This is positive, now it's going to be? Yeah, sorry, it's negative, now it's going to be?
Positive.
Positive.
Where this is positive, now it's going to be?
Negative.
Negative, okay. Negative 16, okay, let me copy that, negative 16x. This is negative, now it's going to be?
Positive.
Positive 48. Okay, take a look, guys, that I only changed it. If you want to make sure that this is true, check it out. Negative times positive, negative. Negative times negative.
Positive.
Positive is working. Okay, that's okay. Now, this negative again. I don't want to have this negative, guys. I'm trying to get rid of the number. This negative is still here. If I pass it to the other side, it's multiplying, right? And the other side is going to be divided.
Dividing. It's going to be 0.
Okay, we can erase it. Okay, now which metric can we use to factor this out? It's 1. Okay, this is 1, right? We can use the big X method. Okay, let's use it. 48, right? See? 1 times 48, 48. B, guys, B is negative?
16.
Okay, two numbers that
16.
48, guys. We have many numbers, but the one that is going to work is 12 and 4. You can check different ones. 12 and 4.
Yeah, 12 and 4.
How can you get negative 16 if you have 12 and 4?
One positive and one negative.
Okay, if you put one negative and one positive, you get only negative 8. You need to increase.
No, it's both negative.
Negative.
Excellent, that is both negative. Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you. Equals 0. X, right? Okay, one is positive. Okay, this negative 12. Okay, negative 12. The other is negative 4. And we are about to finish. Okay, let's use the zero product property.
Finish.
Finish.
X1 is gonna be 4 and X2 is gonna be 12.
Okay, I did it in different order. Okay, I'm gonna make you something to remind me.
Bye, mister. Have a great day.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, mister. You're
Bye.
special.